Hello friends, welcome to on this channel. We regularly share the latest news and spoilers from American TV shows. So, let's get into today's important update. If someone you saw daily and felt familiar with suddenly seemed stranger? Yes, that. Current fan sentiments on Rachael Ray. Fans report that the familiar chef has been replaced by a personality they are unfamiliar with. Everyone wonders, what happened to her? Before seeing her, take a big breath. The response is larger and more unexpected than expected. The plot starts in May 2025. Rachael posted a Mother's Day video. She was in her kitchen, wearing spectacles, discussing her history. She recounted feeling impoverished in her early years in New York City. She reported living on $40 per week and was afraid to inform her mother of her financial situation. However, fans were not interested in the plot. They centered on Rachael. The comments section exploded. People worried. Her voice appeared trembling. Someone wrote, "Are you okay? You appear unwell." Another added, "She's unrecognizable. This happened before." This concern has been growing for months. In fall 2024, she produced cookery videos that alarmed followers. The comments were harsh. What happened to her? Is she okay? Someone wrote. I agree with another that I was surprised to see her. It's not cruel. This is merely an observation. One of the most popular is Rachael Ray. This guy appears unusual. Fans began pointing to specific items. She was accused of slurring her voice. Her mouth appeared lower on one side, which caused concern. This caused alarming speculation. Several people feared she had a stroke. Other fans speculated on darker motivations for the change. Defenders requested leniency, implying she was on heavy steroid doses for a hidden health concern. Rachael has never responded to these comments. She has not addressed her health concerns. These videos depicted a worn, fragile woman, unlike the exuberant star we knew. This is the image fans had. A woman who was unidentifiable and shaking. Despite the disturbing May 2025 video, she walked out and offered a different story on the red carpet 1 month later. On June 12, 2025, Rachael Ray made a rare public appearance. In support of the North Shore Animal League, she and her husband, John Cusimano, attended America's Rescue celebration. This was a significant occurrence. Howard Stern attended. Hank Azaria attended. Though Rachael appeared on the red carpet, she did not appear faint. Photographers captured her beaming smile. She was beaming. She took photos with her hubby and even held puppies for the cameras. She appeared happy. She looked fit. Most people had not seen her in public for a year. Her last major appearance occurred at the same event in June 2024. This deepened the mystery. How did the woman in the May video become the joyful one holding pups in June? Did she just act brave? Was she hiding? If she is happy and healthy, where has she been? Why are her public appearances so rare? This is part of the disappearance mystery. For 17 years, Rachael Ray was a daily part of our life. Her midday chat show, Rachael Ray, aired 5 days a week. Finally, in 2023, it stopped. Rachael has disappeared from daytime TV. Many believed she had vanished. However, she has discussed this. Her claim is that she did not disappear. She claims to have never stopped working. Where did she go? The answer is the initial big disclosure. She is no longer limited to New York. Rachael Ray now divides her time between New York and a tranquil village near Tuscany, Italy. She says she prefers living in Italy. She seeks a quieter existence. She is not absent, but rather busy. She started a podcast called I'll Sleep When I'm Dead in late 2024, but it was suspended after 8 episodes. Why? She informed People magazine that she received a large order for new shows with her own firm. She is now living a tranquil life in a new country and is busier than ever. However, this raises a larger question. Why? Why leave a 17-year hit show? Why migrate to Italy? Why was a peaceful existence so important to her? To understand her escape, one must comprehend the night that changed her life forever. You must recall the night her world burned to ash. Her world burnt down that night. The date was August 9, 2020. Rachael was at her Lake Luzerne, New York home. Her hideaway was a self-designed house in the woods. She stayed home with her husband John, mother, and dog Bella. It started. Later, she recounted the instant she realized something was wrong. She said, "I heard the fire in the wall. I heard electricity. I heard danger. A fire was rapidly spreading. The family and dog left with nothing. Although they were unharmed, her house and life were gone." A viewer captured footage of heavy flames erupting from the property. Rachael described it as a harrowing event. She witnessed the full destruction of her home from the road. Although she lost everything, the tiny things hurt the most. She later discussed the losses beyond clothing, which can be replaced. Lost her notebooks. Her musician spouse lost crucial music books, which are difficult to replace. She narrated a terrible tale. She owned a pizza oven. After the fire, she believed the pizza oven had survived after examining the wreckage. Just one small thing survived. She was wrong. She said that the pizza oven was broken 12 to 13 days later. The house was completely destroyed. It was bulldozed at the time. Her reaction was remarkable. She expressed gratitude. "We're okay." She reminded followers to be grateful for what we have, not what we've lost, particularly during times of great trauma. This transformed her. She stated it in an emotional video years later. Personal experience reveals that, when disaster strikes your home, your life changes forever. Right before and after. This event highlights the need for a peaceful living in Italy. This explains the trauma that fans may perceive in her face and voice. How could anyone survive then? How could anyone recover from witnessing their life being destroyed? Rachael Ray has always been a warrior. She had been attacked before. Before becoming a TV star, Rachael Ray lived in New York City in the 1990s. She worked at Macy's confectionery counter and then supervised the fresh foods area. She opened a renowned gourmet market, Agata and Valentina. She was terrified in the city. A woman was mugged outside her Queens apartment. A man shoved her against a door and inserted a revolver into her back. She shouted and fought him with mace. A devastating random attack worsened. After a few days, her assistant returned. He was the same. He discovered her again in the same spot. He dragged her into a side alley this time. "He beat the crap out of me with his gun," she subsequently said. She only escaped thanks to her dog, Liza. A dog chased and scared the man away. She died after being attacked twice by the same man. She relocated from Queens to her hometown in upstate. Do you see the pattern? A traumatic event in New York City affected my life. Thus, she fled. She fled to rebuild her life upstate. That is exactly what she did decades later. A devastating life-changing event occurred with the fire. Thus, she fled. She fled to Italy to start over. Her career was unexpectedly launched by her first escape following the horrific attacks. Rachael returned to upstate after fleeing New York City. She worked as a food buyer at Cowan and Lowell, a gourmet market in Albany. She was not a trained chef. She adored food. The store owner had an idea to increase food sales around the holidays. She began giving cooking classes. It was dubbed 30-minute Mediterranean meals. The class was a success. The local CBS station WRGB noticed her. She was adored for her lively attitude and easy dishes. She received a weekly 30-minute meal segment on local news. Her local news segment and first cookbook earned her a spot on the Today Show. Who was watching the Today Show? Food Network executives. They saw her, adored her, and awarded her her first contract in 2001. 30-minute meals was created. Her career exploded. It went beyond 30-minute dinners. It cost $40 daily. It was tasty trip. It was within the dish. Dozens of cookbooks. Every day, she had her own magazine with Rachael Ray. She founded Nutrish, a vastly successful dog food company. She was food's biggest star. She was relatable. She was no haute chef. She was ours. However, the woman assaulted in the alley was about to face another attack. This time, Martha Stewart, the Queen of Perfection, was not among us. Martha Stewart struggled with Rachael Ray's popularity. Martha was the veteran. She was ideal. Rachael, the new guard. Her focus was on completing tasks quickly. Martha disliked it. In a well-known interview, Martha criticized Rachael. She stated Rachael is a performer and cannot bake. Martha continued. Martha criticized Rachael's new cookbook, claiming it was a re-edit of her previous recipes. Not good enough for me. Although it appeared to be a one-sided conflict, the actual drama was occurring behind the scenes. Most individuals are unaware of this. Four employees of Martha Stewart were caught sneaking into a taping of Ray's show in September 2006. Secret agents. According to a source, they were expelled for lying about their names. Clearly, Rachael was a significant threat. Team Martha spied on her. What did Rachael, the fighter, do in response? She was passive. She won by being herself. In response to Martha's words, Rachael stated, "I have nothing but respect for Martha." She agreed with her. She stated, "Her skills surpass mine. I prefer Martha's food than mine." She then delivered the ideal line. This line explains her entire brand. She stated, "I am not employed by Martha. My viewers are my priority." She won. She was going at Martha in public. She was also facing additional court issues. She was sued for her natural dog food. The lawsuit alleged the food included a weed-killing pesticide. Another action alleged the use of artificial preservatives. A lawsuit alleging dog DNA in a lamb recipe dog food was the most unusual. Rachael Ray fought. She fought a mugger with a rifle. She fought the daytime TV queen. She faced litigation and a tragic fire. After 17 years on her popular talk show, she was exhausted from fighting. She was eager for a new beginning. This leads to the most important question. Why did she quit her show? The Rachael Ray Show ended in 2023. This occurred after 17 seasons and 17 years on top. The simple answer is that ratings had decreased. However, this is not the true story. The truth is in her official statement. She said, "I'm ready to go on. My passions have shifted from discussion shows to a platform free from traditional distribution rules." What does "unencumbered by traditional rules" mean? It indicates control. It eliminates network managers, advertisers, customary rules, and ratings. All of this relates to the fire. After her house burned down, she filmed her show at a small guest house. She and her husband John completed it independently. She experienced a new lifestyle. She stated that was our own space to be ourselves. Suddenly, we had to admit everyone. She realized she needed her small world back after the fire. She refused to allow anybody in. So she acted powerfully. The day she announced the end of her 17-year talk program, she simultaneously launched her new firm, Free Food Studios. She was not terminated. She kept working. The woman pivots. She founded a new empire after leaving her old one. She's building it in a new home. She built a home from scratch. She now resides in her Italian dream home. This is the reward. Rachael Ray is now located here. She resides in Tuscany, Italy. She did not only buy a luxurious Italian home. That is not her style. She purchased a centuries-old stable. She purchased the property with no water, electricity, heat, or plumbing. The ruin was long abandoned. See it now? This is the ultimate rebuild. Her New York house, her sanctuary, burned down. It was gone. She visited Italy and discovered a ruin. She revitalized it. The pattern is same. After her New York home burnt, she meticulously recreated it from memory. She is passionate about building, not simply buying. Rachael Ray's latest show, Rachael Ray's Italian Dream Home, chronicled the extensive refurbishment. They excavated floors to raise ceilings and created a music hall for her husband, John. In a typical Rachael maneuver, she constructed a full kitchen in the bedroom. This Italian property is not a holiday house. This is her new office. A new set for her new life. It serves as the headquarters for her new empire. This is her current activity. This is her current state. She no longer hosts daytime TV. She runs a studio. She founded Free Food Studios. A+E, impressed, acquired a 50% interest and negotiated a big deal for 110 fresh episodes of programming. She is the star of the lifestyle block Homemade Nation. Her new shows air now. Beginning with Rachael Ray in Tuscany. The video was shot in her new Italian villa kitchen. She prepares local meals like rabbit ragu and chicken piccata. She's living her dream. The second option is Rachael Ray's Minute Meals. This is a new twist on her 30-minute meals. The third and most crucial show explains everything. This is Rachael Ray's Rebuild. This is not simply a spectacle. This is her new mission. The inspiration comes from her own house fire. In each episode, Rachael assists a different family whose life has been ruined. She assists those who have lost their houses due to fires, floods, or tornadoes. She aids them with her own harrowing experience. In the program preview, a sobbing Rachael explains everything. Helping individuals restore their homes and lives is my goal. Fans are seeking this response. Is she okay? The woman appears shaking and unidentifiable. However, no casualty is seen. They witness a survivor. She is not broken. She's boss. She has experienced the worst possible situation. A fire that ended her life. She profited from trauma. She transformed her biggest horror into a TV show to help others. She was able to do everything due to a surprising fact. Rachael Ray is reported to be worth $100 million. All those years watching TV contributed to this tremendous riches. It originated from her popular cookbooks. This originated from her successful cookware brand. A significant contribution came from her pet food product, Nutrish. $100 million is more than simply a number. This is freedom. The ability to leave a 17-year-old hit show. This is the ability to decline network bosses. The ability to purchase a stable in Italy without electricity and invest heavily in its renovation. This freedom allows you to establish your own studio, hire your own team, and create a new empire with full control. Today, Rachael Ray, the lady in the controversial recordings, is not a damaged person. Look at someone who has been through the fire. The deep breath in the title did not refer to a catastrophe. She was shocked to learn she did not merely survive. She is in charge, living in her Italian dream home and creating a new empire from the ruins of her previous one.